President Trump suggesting today that the fall election be delayed.
However, President Trump nor any president has the power to change the election. That decision would fall upon others in office.
Yeah, the legality is that he can't do that. I mean, he can certainly tweet it and he can certainly threaten to do it, but the president has essentially no control over how we run elections in America.
But the president asserts via Twitter that mail-in voting would lead to the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history, posing the question, delay the election until people can properly, securely, and safely vote. The executive branch has no legal say in that whatsoever. It would require Congress to change federal law, then the 20th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution comes into play.
Let's just play this out. If Congress somehow said, hey, we're going to delay the election somehow, the Constitution still lays out when the president needs to be done with his term in office. So it's not like there's some broad grain of power where Congress can just change this indefinitely. It just doesn't work that way.
Political scientist Chris Cooper says the tweet is getting the other focus President Trump wants, though.
What he's done, of course, though, is to draw attention to mail-in voting again, what he calls universal mail-in voting, which he tries to differentiate from absentee voting. So he's drawing our attention to a policy issue that he thinks works for him.
Absentee and mail-in ballots are considered one and the same by most states and require the same verification process. And the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, shows few instances of absentee voter fraud in battleground states. Even if that were the case, the executive branch can't control the day of the election.
And there's been a group of lawyers and political scientists who have gotten together to try to kind of look at these questions and say, hey, let's take these threats or these claims seriously. Let's look at what would happen. And what they've come back with, again, is just the conclusion that he cannot do this.
And Republican leaders have also weighed in, saying that the election won't or can't be changed, including Senator Lindsey Graham, Senator Ted Cruz, and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.